Welcome back to On the Bench. We're still working on the book Nook and Wonderland Bookstore. It's TGB07 if you want to build along with us. We're still on, what page are we on? We're on page, well, you can't see it, page 12. So we started working on the big sheet. What we're calling now is being labeled as F. So it looks like what we need to do now, did I say welcome back? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Here we go. We need to, it looks like, make a stack of books here. So we need A17, two A17s, A16, A15. Where's our A's? I have some A's over here, and of course none of them that I actually need. So let's see, we need A16 is one I saw. We need A15, which is right here by itself. Come on, come out of there. There we go. And two A17s. So throw A16 over there and take the two A17s. And just like before, I'm going to use my coarse sanding stick, clean these up a little bit. Here we go. Hit all four sides just to get these little nubs sanded off. Last episode I asked, what are these called? Are these called nubs? I don't know what they're called. I have not, none of these videos have actually uploaded yet. I'm actually recording, I guess, for you guys in the past and doing it in bunches so I can then just make sure that I have a video every day to go up. So I haven't been able to read any comments, so I don't know if anybody actually commented what they call these things. So I'll keep asking, what are these little things that I'm sanding off here called? The little pieces of wood that's left behind from coming out of the sheet or sprue. They come off of. I call them nubs. I don't know. You tell me what you call them. But now we need B25. Where's my B's? B25 is here. This is a long one. I don't want to break it. There we go. And it says, oh, I didn't even know this. It says B9 is the spare part of A17. What? Was there a spare part from A7? What did I do with A17? A17 is here. What are you talking about? B9. B9 is the spare part of A17. I don't even know what that means, so I'm just going to ignore it. I think that's the best line of attack. So anyways, let's stack these up. It looks like we're going to shove this through here. I guess it goes all the way. Yeah, all the way through. And then we have a 16 and a 15 like so. And then we need, off of our decal sheet, we need J30. This guy here. Or gal, whichever. But it is going to go here. I'm going to line up just like before, like I have been doing. I'm going to line up the spines. Like so, just to make sure my spines are how they should be. I guess mainly, I think, from what I've been noticing, that's mainly what we see of the books is the spines. So I want to make sure they're right. Wrap it around. It's kind of a neat design how these decals actually help hold everything together. Last step, I actually had to glue some of them together just to double hold. But I think that's going to be fine just like that. All right, on to page 13. Oh boy, a whole bunch more books. Just what I wanted. Okay, so let's just get to it. What do we have here? We have 4 times A17. All right, so let's grab 4 of the A17s. There they are. And again, I kind of want to sand these up just to make sure everything's nice and smooth. Yeah, this particular kit, I guess you would call it, is, I mean, it's a lot of bookmaking. Obviously, it's it's, what do they call it? It's a library. So it's going to be a lot of books you got to make. So get used to it. Now this is that same situation. How should I do this? Last time I glued these together. For y'all that are joining me in this one, didn't catch the last episode. Because what we have to do is put these together. Hopefully you can see. We got to put these together and then wrap the book cover around it. which then will hold it together. But to wrap the book cover, you got to try to sit here and hold it. So what I did last time is put a drop of glue in between each one to hold it for me. But what that ends up doing is you can be just barely off on these pegs to try to put it on here. So then I had to go, I had to sand on the inside there to make it work. So what I think we'll do this time is not do the glue, and I'll try my best, because without them glued, they'll shift a little bit. As I try to put the shaft in there, they'll shift a little bit to fit. So I'm going to try to hold them, try to do it kind of like the instruction says. So what do we need? J28. Let's see how this goes. J28. All right, so how am I gonna? So I'm gonna kind of stick that to my finger, hold it with my finger, try to hold these in place like so. Line up the spines, I think, and then fold it around. How do we do? Oh, you know what? There's a problem. I just realized. Yeah, it's going to want to open up on us, but that's all right. I think it's all right. Just like that. All right. And now I'm going to set this on the instruction page, set it where that one is at. So I can keep track of what's what. I'm just going to set it right on the instruction itself, because basically we're going to make 4 stacks or 4 units, I guess you could call it, and then put them all together. I want to make sure I keep them in the right orientation. So now we need 4 more A17s. We're just going to basically do the same thing we just did. So let's pull these apart. We'll give them a quick sand. I've mentioned it 100 times, or at least on every previous video. I'm actually using a coarse sanding stick here. It was in a set that I bought. You can buy sets of these if you want to waste your money, or you can just go down and just get a fingernail file from the beauty supply of whatever store. It's the same difference for doing just this simple type of sanding. The only good thing about if you buy the sets, I have from coarse all the way up to ultra fine, so you got some option there. But for just this kind of sanding I'm doing here, I probably should just be using a fingernail file. You don't want to really, these cost a lot more money, and you don't really want to waste them on this, but it's what I had laying around, so it's what I'm using. So now we need J29, which is this one. Okay, I think we'll do it the same way, kind of hold it with my finger. Try to get them stacked even. There we go, and then line up. Line it up and fold it around. And there we go. Another stack of books. Yeah, it's working okay. Not too bad. Okay, so the next ones are single, so they'll be easier. I need an A14, which I have here. In fact, I'm gonna need 2 A14, so I might as well get them ready to go. The next 2 books, the next 2 units, I guess we'll call it, are single books. Kind of do them at the same time here. All right, for this one, we need J10. There you are. And then this one, we got to make sure we orient our piece correctly. These 2, the holes are just dead center, so it didn't really matter. But this one, we want our hole off center to the right from the spine at least. Again, I'm lining up the spine, making sure it is correct, and then folding the covers over. And it comes out pretty well. This one we need J1. That should be easy to find. Top left corner here. Make sure we orient it correctly. It's the same thing. The hole, hopefully you guys can see the hole, is off center to the right from the spine. You just want to always make sure you double check those kind of things. This one, it's hard to tell where the spine is, so I'm going to actually line up the cover and then just wrap it, which actually worked pretty well. Not too bad. There we go. All right, so now that's that one. Now we need to put put it together with this guy. So this one's first. You could get in there. All right. Then this one. Yeah, and it slides on a little easier, not glued. So maybe it was a bad idea to actually glue these together last episode, because I just slid right on real easily. We got this guy. Like so, and then this is the final one. Yeah, okay. And then all of this is going to go on P13. And so P13 comes out of TGB07. Where is that bag? What did I just say? TGB07? Is that in here? No, it's TGB0744. This is 43. There's 41. I think it's hiding under here from me. Nope, that's 42. Organization is the key. I just haven't learned that yet. Oh, here's 44. All right. So I need to find a piece. Looks like it's this one. Again, I've mentioned this before, they just kind of give you, some of these parts, they just give you a bag number. Anything that's not on a sheet, they just give you a bag number. So TGB0744, and then it's just a bag of pieces which are not numbered or labeled. So they're calling this P13, but the only place it's labeled P13 is in the instructions. So I got to kind of match it up, make sure that looks correct. Let's orient it correctly, which is like so. And then this facing this way is going to go here. And that does not have much holding it. You know what I think? Oh, it's going to have more to hold it. Okay, so no worries. So that sits like so. And now we want to do P14, P15. So again, we got to go back to our bag. And let's see. It's a solid piece like this is that's P14. And P15, I'm not seeing P15. Does this have punch outs on it? Ah, there we go. Okay. So this is P15. We just have to knock these, or no. Oh, it's just lines drawn on there. Is that right? I think so. Those don't punch out, I don't believe. Okay, so it's not terribly clear because they have these lines drawn. You guys probably can't even see them. There's just slight lines, rectangles on here. In the instructions, it looks like there should be holes there, but it's not. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put this together. I guess we go this one first. How is that going to work with these? I think I put this book is wrong. Hold on just a second. Let's go back. How is that? Oh. Yeah, I kind of goofed that one. I don't think you'll notice. The spine will be upside down. Yeah, it kind of mattered which way you wrap the book, but you won't notice. All you need is that spine there. Now I think that's gonna work a little better. We'll be able to put P, whatever number this is, P14 in. In fact, I'm gonna put it in, I guess put it in first. There we go. And then this is gonna sit on that shelf. Maybe. There we go. Like so. And then this goes here. Okay, so we're building a bookshelf here. Okay, good. What do we got next? So we're going to set this aside and call it G. All right. And now we need B8 and B5. I don't think I set a timer today. Let me grab my phone and set our timer. There we go. I don't want to run too long on you guys. All right, got a timer running. Actually, you know, it's funny I say that because I made a list. I have a list that I'm supposed to follow. Do this, do that, do that before you start filming. And set the timer. I just skimmed right over it apparently. But anyways, we need B8 and B5. Where is that at? I'm really getting a mess on this table. That's all right. B8. Where is B9? Didn't they say something about B9 earlier? B9 is the spare part of A17. What are you talking about? There's B9 right there. I don't know what that was talking about. But what we need is B8. Is there another sheet of B's somewhere? No. Am I just not seeing? What does it look like? Oh, it's booked, so they might be already out. Here we go. Here's B8. And what was the other one? A B8 and B5. Okay, they were already, that's why I couldn't find them. They were already sitting out. All right, so let's go ahead. B8 goes on the back side, and then we need J3. J3. And again, let's just kind of hold these together, line the spines up. I think that's about right. There we go. And what do we do with it? Okay, so that's got our 2 stack of books we have here. I'm not real sure what we now do. Oh, I see. Okay, we're going to take this, set it down. We're going to go here. We're going to take B6. Here's B6. This one's got a pretty good nub on it. We're going to take J14. Where are you at? Here we are. J14. Make sure we're all oriented correctly this time. And yes, okay. So it actually matters how you do this. And I'll show you. Let me get it taken care of, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So yeah, just make sure you wrap this around the correct direction, because you have a side open to the hole and a side closed. So you want to make sure you get, make sure you get that correct. Then we need B22, which is going to put these together. This is our last B22. We had 3 of those. So we go this way. It looks like they want it to go in like so. And then that's going to connect to this one. Okay. Get in there. There we go. And now we have, I guess you could say, a 3 stack of books, which is now going to go onto P16. Let's go back to our bag of pieces. It has 2 holes. It looks like it's this one. That one there, P16. Orients this way, and this sticks in the back hole here. There we go. All right. I think we're getting there. So now we need, oh my goodness, we need 6 A17s, which are all right here. There's all 6 of those. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and let's take care of these first. We'll get all the pieces out. Let's go ahead and get them sanded down. So I'm still planning on, for the channel, I still plan on doing some edited videos, stuff that's not just one single take like these on the bench videos are. I don't know. It's going to be kind of when I'm going to put them out kind of when it's something I'm excited to do. Now, I will say this. I am going to be editing these videos down. In fact, once the whole series is done, I'm going to edit them down into a shorter video, edited video, which I'm going to make available to my patrons and channel members. So I guess if you want to see these edited, and by the way, you can join either for $1. So it's $1 a month, that is. But I think that's what I'm going to do as a benefit to being somebody that supports the channel, is actually edit these down from, because this series will probably, it's going to end up being hours long, I would assume, many hours long, and then maybe edit it down to something like its own 45-minute video so you can see the whole build quickly. That's kind of I think that's my plan as far as editing these videos go. I need A16. Where's A16? Here it is. I think that's my plan for these videos. But I will also be doing edited videos when it's something, basically, again, when it's something I'm kind of excited to do. Sometimes there's projects that I'm excited to do in edited form. Is this A15? Here's A15. That I'm excited to do in edited form, and so I will still be doing those. I do have plans also of other channels, so I still have plans. All you guys that are here from my old RC days and the RC shop days, I think I'm going to start up a new channel just for the RC shop. It's going to be called probably called Tandem C Television's RC Shop, something to that effect. I don't know. But anyways, let's get back to work on our Nook here. Where is B23? Is it already? No. B23 is. Oh, it's one of. No. All right, I got a problem. Where's B23? It's not. It's not here. Where is B20? Oh no. That's B12 over there. We might have run into our first snag. Because I cannot. Oh, it literally just fell right over here. What are the odds? B23, I found it. It's right here. I knew where it was all along. It was organized over here. All right, B23. So now we got to make essentially make a stack of books. So what do we start with? The A17s. Yeah, I guess. Is that how we do this? Yeah. No. Wait, how are we going to stack this? Because this goes. Let's start with A15. Let's start with the top. We'll go A15. Yeah, A15, and then we have A16. It's going to slide up to that, and then it's 6A17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 A17s, and then what we need is J37 to wrap that in. 33, 34, 37. Here we are. Looks like it's some kind of chess book. What does that say? Oh, it's Silman's Complete Endgame course. So once you've learned your openers and your mid game, I guess you get this whole series of books to learn your end game. I don't know. I don't know anything about chess. Let's see. It's going to wrap this way. Yes, it has to go this way. Like so. That kind of wrap crooked. Let's just see if we can do it a little better. There we go. All right, and then this is going to sit on the shelf with these guys, and it sits. Let me get this stuck a little better. It's going to sit, and I want to show you something. So I got in a hurry. I guess, probably chit-chatting, and I got in a hurry, and I forgot to sand the little nubs. So now you can see, maybe you guys can see. You can see the nubs right there. I might be able to. Let me see if I can pull this back. I can always glue it back on if I need to. So, okay, yeah, pull it back. Let's go ahead and sand those nubs so that we don't see that. It's nice. We want it to be nice and smooth, these spines. Again, you can feel it with your thumb. Good. Now let's just rewrap it. I think it'll stick. If it starts peeling up, I'll glue it. And add it back to our bookshelf here, which then goes above these books. you know what? I think I'm going to have to start adding glue to some of these because they do not want to hang in there that great. But I think I'm going to go with it. They say no glue, so I'm going with it. Let's sit that right there. Flip her over. Now I need piece 17, which is out of that same bag. Yep. It's got to be this one, I would think. Goes that way. Yep. All right, so let's see. Let's orient this correctly. That needs to go to the back. Okay, like so. Get this all to line up, which is the chore. Just getting all 3 tabs. You got to push in at the same time. You got to get them lined up. I think I can see better from this side. There it is. All right, I think that's going to be okay. And now we need P18 and P14. Oh, they're here. Same bag. This looks like... No, that is not. Wait, it has... That's P... That has to be P... Okay, okay. Let me point this out. If you end up building this kit, hopefully you can see it. This is actually P18 here. They don't show. See this tab? That is not shown there, but it is shown here. P18, P18. No tab has tab. In the real life has a tab. So just heads up on that. So that goes up top here. Like so, and then P14, which is pretty straightforward, goes on the bottom. Try to squeeze this all together. Okay. All right, nice. And now what do we got? We've got, what is that? P19. Which is these little green guys, it looks like. P19, P19. And there's the P20s, which comes out of 4-2 here. Apparently they're little drawer pulls. Or draw pulls if you watch a lot of This Old House. All right. And it looks like, did they screw in or just push in? I think they just push in. Yep, just push in. Like so. And then we're going to double stick tape these into those little rectangles that I mentioned earlier that this has on there. That's markings for where these go. So where is our double stick tape? Here we are. So I'm going to cut a couple strips to put on the back of our drawer faces, or draw faces if you're in the Northeast. Where is, oh, I lost the N, there we go. And cut that off. Stick it on. Okay, good. Now let's see if we can get these backs peeled off. Last time I used the double stick tape they provided, it was a little difficult to get the backs off. So definitely use your X-Acto knife. There we go. Try to separate it. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this one. We'll go top side with it. Again, you could just glue these if you wanted the more permanent way of doing it. Let's see if I can get this one. There we go. And bottom drawer. Just trying to give some pressure from the back side and the front side to get that double stick tape to stick as best as it will. And there we go. We have a bookshelf that now attaches. And how on earth did I lose it? Here it is. I was trying to figure out how I lost this enormous piece. But this is going to go in. Again, let me back up to the. I just want to double check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Always back up and double check because you definitely don't want to get down the road and have missed something. So this goes here. Yep, nice. This inside one's not there. Went. Wow, popped into place. Nice. Okay. Oh look, I didn't even notice this. It's got the Bookstore storybooks on the back, so it's gonna actually have like a cover. Interesting. Didn't even realize. This is kind of. It's kind of weird how these books are. Can y'all see the way that they had these books angle up? Like, how would they naturally sit that way? I don't know. Anyways, what we got to do next is we're going to put J42. Where are you at, J42? J44, J40, 42. Oh, it's a postcard. Okay. It's the... I mean, that would be the world's largest postcard, would it not be? But that's all right. And there's some little lines right here. Is this going to hang off the top? Let me see something real quick. It is. So what I want to do, so this is going to sit, right? You can, there's a little indication lines where this is supposed to sit like so. And then this postcard is going to hang off the edge of the bookcase. Which means we'll just have the backside, the sticky backside just hanging out in the air here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take from a few episodes back, I had cut this out of the instruction manual. And I'm going to cover the end of this like so. So now we'll just have this sticky bit. This part that's hanging off the end won't have adhesive just out in the air to collect every dust bunny that floats by. And I'm just going to use the scissors to trim that portion out like so. And now when I stick this where it's supposed to go, which is right here, and kind of fold it down a little bit. Now that's not sticky back here. So we're not going to have, adhesive to the open to the world there. So I think that's definitely something you have to do with this. Otherwise, you can't display this. I mean, it's just going to collect dirt and whatever, dust, I guess. Hopefully your house doesn't have dirt in it, but it's going to collect all the dust that floats by. So anyways, let's let that sit, or actually we can set it to the side, it looks like. And we can move to, I guess this is step 9. Get that stuff out of the way. We need 4 back. What did I even do with it? Here it is. And what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. That's probably about what's left in here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. So we're going to use the rest of this bag for the steps to come, it looks like. We've got P22, which is, I guess, what we're calling this. And it's showing, and again, you guys probably can't see this. There's just a little line on this tab here, a little indication line. It's telling us to make sure that is facing this way, so that this piece is oriented in this direction. It matters for some reason. I don't know why. Then we have, what is this going to be? 21, P21, which is this one. This one here is going to be pop in right here. Okay. Make sure and get it nice and flush. That's P21. And then we have some, let me set these to the side. We have some we have H8 and H2. Where are the H's? Here they are. H8 is what appears to be a vase. This is very thick wood, so it's a little bit more difficult to pop out. Come on. There it went. H8 is going to sit here. I probably should have put these in before Should put these on the shelf first before putting the shelf in. There we go. And then we need H2, which is here. I don't know. Oh, it's an ink bottle. Okay. At least it says ink on it, so I'm assuming this is supposed to be an ink bottle. You know what I'm gonna do? Pull that off. There we go. Now, you gotta be careful. I've done this in the past too, where you're holding over here, you're pushing over here, and then you break the shelf in half. So make sure and have your pressure behind whatever it is you're pushing on, so you don't break anything. This one, these really fit tight. Man. Okay, good enough. And then we're gonna put the shelf back in. Perfect. Okay, let's move on. Next page. We need P23, and I think I can just, wait, what is P23? Oh, actually, nope, not that one. It's this one. This is P23. Goes here. Okay. And then we've got P24, which I think is going to be this guy here. Yeah, P24. And it's going to get H6, which is a clock. It's going to get H6 here. And again, let's see if we can get these in. I could sand these down a little bit, but that actually went in pretty well. And then we have H7. I have no idea what H7 is. Whoops, that's a bookcase. I don't have a clue what H7 is supposed to be. Yeah, interesting. Once I get it on the shelf here, I'll show it to you guys a little closer and see if you can tell me what it is. So we've got a clock and whatever that is, I don't know. And this is actually going to slide on the bottom here, it looks like. Yeah, like so. Well, kind of like so, like that. So we've got a little 2x2 shelf, I guess. And then P20, these pieces here are gonna be the sides of it, of said shelf. It always seems like you need more than 10 fingers to do these things. There we go, okay. And then I'm assuming we're gonna put a top together. Oh, this has to go, again, we have indication lines. I hope you guys can see this. So we have lines here, so obviously something's gonna sit on this shelf too, but I wanna make sure that that's up ways so I see that. And then we've got a little molding piece that goes here, like so, and then this is gonna sit on top. Yep. Come on. And I kind of like how they do that, so you can see, so this is where that, you can probably see, maybe, you can see where that molding piece comes through here, and then we'll have something that sits on top of it that'll then cover that up. So it's kind of nice how they do that. And what exactly is it that's going to sit up there? Looks like a book, so we need A8. Do I have an A8? Here's one. Like before, let me make sure I sand these smooth. A8, and it's going to get wrapped by J4. Where are you, J4? Here you are. Let's see, what some kind of floral book or something? What do we got here? Oh, it's Romeo and Juliet. Why would Romeo and Juliet just have a flat? Anyways, Romeo and Juliet is going to sit on top here. So let's see if we can get this to fit right. Nope, that's crooked. And let's wrap it around. And they're saying to use, for this, we're going to use the double-sided tape, not the little, we have two different types of double-sided tape. We have these little circle guys, and then we have our roll of tape, and they're saying to use the roll of tape, so I'll do what they say. That's going to go here. Again, there's a line. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll point with the X-Acto. There's an indication line here and then down here, which is where we're supposed to sit the book. Again, I think I like that, and I don't like it. I like the fact, I mentioned this before, I like the fact that they show you exactly where you put everything. Like you put it right. But it also, what if I wanted to put the book here? I mean, I could, but then I have these lines that are there that the whole idea is this book is supposed to sit here and kind of cover those cover those indication lines. If I don't put the book here, if I wanted it over here, let's say, those lines are going to show. So it's kind of, you can't be as creative with these. I mean, you have to basically, it seems like they want you to build it exactly how they want you to build it, but that's fine. So now we need we need E2. Where in the world is E2? These are Fs. These are Cs. Something just fell over here that I'll never find again and we'll need later. Where are the E's? A, D, F, C, G, H. Am I going crazy? What is this? C, F, D, A, E. So we have A, B, C, D, F. Oh boy. Where is somebody help me out here. Where's E? That's H. What am I even looking for? E2. It's a is that in a bag maybe? Yeah, where in the world? Well, I'm stumped on this one. There's not any E's. Is it showing me something that I'm not aware of? It's E2 and it's going to get J33 put on it. It's got kind of a funky shape. We're done with that. Throw that out. A, B, C. Is it on one of these and I don't realize it? A, B, C, D. Are there any E's on the D? We're going to find this thing, I'm telling you right now. Here's F's. F's. No, am I reading it right? Yeah, E2. No E's. C, C's. Am I missing a part? What is this? Oh boy, here we go. Found it. It's the black sheet. The sheet of black stuff here. All right, here we go. These are the E's. Let's make a mental note. In the future, E's. J33. Now, if I was smart, knew what I was doing, I would, before I even started this project, I would go through, put all these sheets in order, have them stacked up on my desk in a place that they go. But that's not how my brain works, and that's not how I work. So here we are, J33. And this is going to go right in here. I don't guess there's really a certain way it has to go. It's just a floral pattern. And that's going to sit on top of this bookcase like so. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, this way. Like that. And then let's bring back over this guy. And then this goes on top here. Okay. Goes here. Nice. So there we go. So we're getting a stack of bookcases going here. All right, set that to the side and we head on to the next page, which will be page 16. Let me double check again real quick. I think that's everything. Oh, so we got to make another plant. P28. I know where this was. P28. What is it in? It's in 4.2. Oh, there's our timer. So we'll just finish this up and call it a day. But I want to do this plant real quick. We'll get this plant put in. Oh, I see. It's this black. It's this black black vase or pot or whatever. Here we are. And where did our plants go? Bring our plants back over here. We have to essentially cut the end off of one. I'm going to cut it here, and we'll see if that'll fit. This vase looks a little bigger than the last one we did. So I want a little bit more plant. If you don't remember, here's the last one. From a previous episode, we had this little guy here. This one is a little bigger, so I put a little bit more of the plant in there. Just throw that to the side. And that's all we have to do now for this. We actually are going to use one of these little dots, which is going to be too big, isn't it? Where do they want? They want this to sit right here. So what I'm going to do, so again, our dot, they want us to use this dot to stick it, but it's much bigger. Maybe you guys can see, it's bigger than the base of this. So you would have adhesive sticking out around it. What I think I'm going to do, there's an X. Let me bring this over so you guys can see. Let me use my accelerant can as a prop. I literally just lost the plant. Where did you roll off to? Here it is. Hopefully you guys can see there's an X right there. So that's where this is supposed to sit. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to drop a dot of glue right there. Try my best to set it in place. Like so. Don't touch it. And call it a day. So thanks for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. We're making some pretty good progress on this. I guess you call them book nooks. Is that what they're called? I don't know. Anyways, this project that we're putting together and I haven't mentioned in a while, project we're putting together for my daughter's bookcase there's another project I'm actually working on my own. But anyways, thanks for joining me. Let me know if you have any input you'd like to give me down below on how this series is going. I'd love to hear your input. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.